What's up, everybody? Hello, and welcome to Anno 1800. As always, it's Sean here, and today we're going to be continuing our playthrough of the Anno series, and we finally reached the most recent Anno title in 1800 here. The last title before Pax Romana, which comes out later this year. And this has been the Anno game that's had the most post-release support, I would say. There's a bunch of DLC here, and it's probably possibly the one that we're going to play the most lengthy Let's Play of, because we're going to see all of that DLC. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into a game. We're going to be playing a sandbox mode. I want to kind of control what gets set up here, less guidance. And we are going to choose this dude. I feel like he looks somewhat like me, like he's close. These two are the guys I would say are closest to me, unless I really did something cool with my facial hair. So we'll go with these two guys. And let's choose, I like the lighthouse logo, and we're going to make it like this nice light yellow color here. All DLCs are add. When Winklewerfel. Let's get it better. Cornelius Warlow. We are Cornelius. That's great. We'll go with him. And I like expert here. I like advanced, but I want to have some custom rules here. So I have actually saved myself. I want to load. I made one called Blue Screener LP, and we're going to load this one. So we'll go back and look at this from the start. We start with a large world with mainly large islands, just for some space. Our island difficulty is normal, fertility normal, mineral deposits normal, and it's map type archipelago. I like that, I think. Yeah, let's do archipelago or random. Let's do random. Let's just roll with the random. We have a lot of the medium characters. George Smith, former slave, doesn't like us to treat our workers poorly. Hugo Mercier is a anarchist. I don't know what his archetype is, and Beryl is a. I think she's like, she's like your kind of like mob wife, I guess, in a way. I don't remember. Action customization. We're gonna have all the traders on. We're gonna have all of the pirates on, and we're gonna basically be playing on your medium settings. Other than everything is medium except for the islands. I'd like to have more space. Flagship on, no starting harbor, no revealed map, and we're going to start with medium starting capital. All of our victory conditions are cranked up. We'll either meet these or we won't. Whatever, we'll play until we're seeing everything in the game. And Pax Romana's out, and then we're just going to dive right in. So I don't know where... Normally, whenever you play this game, there's a starting island in each of the four corners. Like right off this main area that you're supposed to settle. Like that's your main island. Let's see if that holds true, or if like with the generation it goes different here. Looks like that does hold true. This is a big island. It has our good fertility we want. Go and settle over on... Well, we want... This will be a dockland. Let's go settle over here. Settle over here. City is going to be... Probably just like right back here. Dockland over here. This is all oil field, which is good. I gotta sell this before she does. Or whoever that is.
What did you say your name was?
That's George.
That's a strong name.
Nice to meet you, George. Alright, we're just gonna run a line all the way out over to here.
I run things around here in me own little way.
And we just want to throw down right away our marketplace just to get that started. And we're gonna first thing we want to do is produce some lumberjacks. So we can finally see our wood ratio. So one lumberjack here produces 15 wood, and that's a 1-1 ratio with our sawmills. I swear the music is like different on every page. Like it sounds really quiet on the main screen, and here it gets really loud. Go 50. It just gets a lot louder. All right, we're gonna build probably 3 of these just for the initial starting stuff here. And this will need to be adjusted as the game goes on, but we can move things around and be fine. So that is our initial setup here. They are gonna need their workforce, similar to how we had in the previous Anno title. And let's start building out our industry here. So I want to kind of city plan, but before we city plan, I want to have a good balance. So we're just going to build like a little basic area here. And you can see it has, I love it, it has blueprint mode. Probably the best feature in any of the recent Anno games. So this will be enough to hopefully get us positive at least. And we're going to play on speed 3 for the start here while we wait for stuff to come
A
in.
competitor raised a settlement.
So right away, we are going to want to buy steel beams. We want to buy if we are above, when under, what's 50? Under 50 of these, we want to buy steel beams and always have 50 of them. That'll be a pretty large expense, but it'll be worth it. And we're just kind of waiting for this. Oh, we need a warehouse for those. Oh, we'll get one soon.
What brings you here, Master?
Forgot how little reach this thing had. Oh, this can also build all the way out. And we just kind of wait here. I placed these in such a way as to hurt myself with the initial placement, but we'll go and plan. And while we wait for this stuff, I need to go and plan out what our city will be. So let's turn blueprint mode on, and I want to have a lot of residences. Is it H for the house? It is H for the house. So if we do like a 6 thing here, and maybe we also want to make this like a nicer city. Kind of do a central courtyard, and then we'll hopefully be able to just go. I'd love to be able to do like let's just get a bypass here for now. I want to plan this out. This can be built. Get it running. And let's just make sure this works. Our first move is going to be making sure that we are stable, right? Stable economy, and then I want to do a bunch of city planning, because planning is really the most important thing in this game.
You reached a
Yeah, I need to do
new
something like
milestone.
this. And then on the other side, do the same. And on the same, we'll do a 4. No. It's not the same in the width here. Maybe we move it and do like make it actually square. I don't know why I'm getting. I guess I re-download the game, I'm getting tutorial pop-ups. We'll start with the square build, and we'll adjust it as need be. I want to kind of sacrifice some looks for aesthetics here. If we're going to be staring at this for a long time, I want to make it a little bit attractive to the eyes. All right, this will be our city center. Purposely leaving space open in the middle. Put something there later, I don't know what, but something will be needed. And are you not too wide? You're not. So it is not perfectly square. If I move it, can I do like a group move? I can. If I do this, that's a perfect square. And that can be turned nowhere. But let's go and just build that out. We're just going to create a little bit of a path there for now. Okay, they're a little unhappy, but we can go and start getting fish, and that'll be the first of our positive income here. This all can be moved later on, so let's just start with a couple. And fish are annoying because it's going to take up some space. Quite a bit of space. Is that blocking you? It is. Let's get some fish. We can also see our production, how much we need. Before, we're going to need some schnapps and some other stuff. Let's go ahead and get that set up. So I want to kind of expand out here, out here, out here, and make a kind of dividing line. Maybe right here is our city limits in a way, at least for the initial pass. And we're going to build everything else around the outside of here. So let's go ahead. This is a zinc and iron deposit. It's going to be a good place for industry. Clays there and there. Yeah, that's going to be the heavy industry. Oil will be over there. We're going to use some farming land over in this region. So let's draw a line out here. Can you please get off my screen? Thank you. Let's start with schnapps. Schnapps are a good way to make some money, so let's go ahead and get access to that. Not a marketplace. I want to do a warehouse. And this is a 1-to-1 ratio. Let's start off on the island. Let's get closer. Let's move closer and move into the terrible spots right there. I remember schnapps, you can do like a nice little place like this. You just have like a line of them. And then this guy fits nicely as well. Something like that. All of that can then be moved, and we now have our setup here. Let's just make it be. And that's enough for 2 schnapps, which we need exactly 2. And workers' huts, we need 2 of those too. The units there are per the minute, so that's how you can keep track of that. And let's go on the flip side of schnapps, or back farther here. Let's do a little bit of the sheep's pens. Try to fit these out on the island a little bit farther. And it'll get a little weird if we have to expand too far, which we eventually will be. Sheep's pen is also one-to-one with the framework knitter. And let's plan out what this will look like. That's pretty easy, and the framework knitter is like a simple thing like this. We'd want to do like 2 framework knitters here, and then for now, 2 sheep's pens. And we'll see what happens when I need to expand that, but for now, we'll just go with the 1-to-1. And we can change this, of course, later. First quest,
with me lowly troubles.
find livestock.
I've somewhat to put before a townsperson.
What does this say? Probably near the farmer's residence, there's going to be a bunch of animals,
I wish I'd a
which
goose
gives us
for
a
your
mate,
kindness.
giving us self-repair. I like self-repair, especially on my first boat. And I should have been using this boat to go and explore. That's a big mistake. Okay. So we have a ton of food left. Let's kind of plan our next expansion, because we will definitely need one. I think surrounding our main area, we'll do a burst housing in the usual style. And then we're going to go into things that are a little less uniform. And all of this land is definitely going to be necessary. Okay, we're also going to need a fire station, which I think we can plan to remove some of the corners here for these kinds of industry.
I present my humble duty to you.
Ah,
and
Sir
am confident
Archibald.
you'll transcend your present circumstance.
First of our neutrals.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Right, they're now colonizing their second island, so we need to start advancing to stay competitive. First, let us get down a couple things. I want to get down our fire station. And also we need a pub. 2 pubs will fill up all of our needs. Let's upgrade that. The only question
A
here is, do I put the
competitor
fire
raised a
station?
settlement.
What we're going to do is drop that and that. And I can fit the fire station nicely if I go and do this. One each. That's good coverage. We're going to upgrade our side routes here as well. And we'll see how this impacts our production. I imagine it will grow. Particularly the schnapps is going to need more, and the framework knitters. So we planned for that. Definitely planned for it. And for this one, we'll just do this as well. Just plan ahead. All right, what is this island over here? We need bread, which is going to be our next thing, and grain. We don't have hops. Alcohol is normally the first one. This is a nice spawn right next to Sir
Don't
Archibald.
tell me I've missed another appointment.
So he will buy anything. I love the music in this game. Very good. Okay, back to speed 2. Let us hit our sidewinders here.
Like a frog on a lily pad, I is.
I did upgrade this, right?
Nice
I
day
did.
for it.
Got to make sure you stay up to speed. We are going to want to keep upgrading our first row of houses. For now, we'll leave the corners empty. Something we'll probably want to fit in there. So you have needs and happiness. Needs provide you with coins and farmers, and happiness provides you with happiness and coins. That's why we need schnapps.
On our way.
Just make sure we explore all the open areas. Let's do an upgrade here. Our corner, and then we'll do one over here. And we just keep an eye on our consumption here. Mainly, we're going to need some schnapps eventually. Schnapps is a good earner. We check out the prices here. Plus 240, plus 268. Very nice. All right, we'll dial down the wood production later when we run out of a need to build wood, but right now it's going to be very important for us. Here's the question: is does this like large block here actually like fit well? We'll plan that out later. Although I guess I could plan out our next layer here. That's not what I want to do. We can now upgrade to the next level, which we want to do. Start with 1 just to get access to the area.
New milestone.
We have workers. Workers are going to need access to bricks. And eventually we're going to unlock the ability to build and use these deposits here.
One final look.
Newspaper.
Honest work,
All of this is
that's all we
good.
ask.
Let's just plan out our next row.
No changes? Really?
So after this, I'm thinking like large, like kind of a keep pressing destroy instead of the upgrade. That's going to really suck in later stages. But I'm planning kind of a wall of like the houses here, like a 1-inch thick wall on the sides. And then here we'll go and make it a little bit less thick, but like something like this makes sense to me. Gonna make it interesting to guarantee these guys have their access, but if I do something like this, kind of looks cool. I'm a sucker for symmetry, which is going to maybe do me a little dirty eventually, but for now, this is fine. And the plan here is to, whenever we're upgrading, upgrade from the inside out, just to make sure we have, you know, the extra kind of space here. And after this, it's going to be kind of ad hoc. Like, this is our central area. We'll have like a little 3-wide gap around it. And anything else besides this is going to be other things. Is that 3-wide or 2-wide? It is 2-wide. Anything else will be in a separate neighborhood. Okay, let's do some upgrades. Let's get our opening area.
You reached a new milestone.
We are a port town. And a port town is going to require us to get some bricks at the clay pit. Do you produce enough for 2 levels of brick factory? Let's put these kind of like so. And I'm going to want to put the warehouse on the flip side here, because this will give us area over here to expand to. Start with the warehouse because it's lacking without that, and we need to upgrade our harbor when we can, but we need bricks for that as well. Run down the corner. One of these corners is going to have our pirates. I just don't know which one.
A competitor raised a settlement.
We got to be careful not to get excluded from all of our islands here. Let's go speed 3 while we sit. And we'll let our stuff just kind of stroll in. Okay, that's going to be our bricks access.
We lack the requisite material.
It'll take a little bit for you to
Shake
catch
your
up.
booty out of Angry Annie's waters.
Right,
or she'll
there's Ann
blow a
Harlow.
hole in your mizzen.
Ship under attack.
She got mad at us for coming by her. That's fine. All right, what do our workers need? They're going to need a church, they're going to need beer, and they're going to need some sausage bread, soap, and school. There's Ann Harlow. Not Ann Harlow, this is Beryl. It is Beryl.
Can help.
So let's check our production. I feel like we might be over capacity on some things. Yes, we need schnapps, and we're getting close, needing more clothes. So let's make sure we have excess of both. As our workforce goes up.
Let's see if you're as principled as you claim.
Okay, let's stop. We are going to do this
Get
quest.
up there. Make your case.
What is this? We need to either rescue the pastor or the prisoner. Well, the pastor's in a better spot for us, really.
Ordnance plotted.
I'll put you at the 1 slot so we can always have our ship pinned. Go speed 2. And I want to get another one of these guys. It's a little bit awkward, the area that these are in. But it's time to be space efficient here. As best we can.
Her
That's a little
Majesty
overkill.
leans on me to detain
there is our
any
prison.
who defile her sovereign laws, including...
Guess we'll be picking up the prisoners. So he sells people. which is really not the best. But he gets productivity for lower maintenance. That's just a really good guy, but we don't have trade unions available.
Ship at your service.
We're going to be basically looking at that for a lot of stuff. Where am I dropping this off to?
Get off your lazy.
He wants me to come back to my own place.
Coordinates plotted.
Okay. This has stuff for the higher tier. Let's see. Workers. We don't have access to soap yet. That requires pigs, which we can build anywhere, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. And we need to build a church. And man, is that church an awkward size. We will make it work. That really not enough. Oh, it's 1 2 wide there. I need to do something like
Spread some
this.
with it.
Drag you away a little bit.
You've got something for me.
And in the
Respect
quest.
where it is due.
And this would give us our church right here. And if we want to do something similar, we do the same path over here. Does give us a lot of area to cover. With both of them, you cover a lot, so I'm fine with that. Cool. We have trade unions now we could use to bolster stuff. That requires wheat, which we have. It's gonna be grain and hops that are gonna be a problem.
On our way.
Now, here is a vital
The
matter.
quests are easy.
Coordinates plotted.
Grab those. Okay, we've been building up stuff. I need to actually start upgrading more people here. Forgetting that they don't auto-upgrade. Now we have our steel beam production. Does you use steel? You do not. So I can just build you normal. Alright, our supply chain.
Corner in no time.
Silos, this is a great feature. You can use grain
you're busy,
to double your
but I've a
output if you add a
favour to
silo
ask.
somewhere, which we can work on later. I'll probably incorporate it. Just take the quest. We're going to run this right back over to him.
Steersman.
Okay. Let's finish upgrading our inner area here. Get an idea of what we require as far as upgrades.
Had a rip-roaring time. Fish,
There's our
bang,
quest, a little bit
bibbly.
more money.
There she blows.
And I think silos are efficient, right? What we're going to do is we're going to build our initial stuff without silos, and we'll just plan to go and add them later on when we need a boost to each of the things we're producing. So you can also do, there's an equivalent later on you get for the farms as well. That requires you to have some of the New World stuff unlocked. Cool. Are we building up a supply of anything I don't want to save up here? And can sell off? Not really. Let's upgrade our harbor. Let's just store more here. Very crucial. All right, and while we're waiting for our supplies to fill up, let's start planning out our next little bit of industry. And I feel like let's build it over here. So pig farms. Pigs make things smelly. You don't want to be by the pigs. So we'll have like our divider line between pig area and pig no area. We're also going to need to start making some sheep farms for the sail makers, which might mean it's worth adding a silo or two over here. I move this back. I can move you like one over. And your silo, can it go right here? Nope.
Fields might help.
You get a silo like over here. You would get a silo like right here-ish, if I could. I'd also ditch some of the fields. Put your silo right here. You need to be upgraded. There's too much stuff happening for you to keep up. And you need a silo as well.
I feel it reflects the times.
Inflation sour, that's all fine. Something like so. Move this one. I can't make it all the way over there. Now we'll just keep it like that. And we'll move your silo so it's over here. I don't know. This space is going to be a little bit awkward to fill. Might have been better to put a farm out there, but oh well. Leave it be for now. Once we have access to grain, we'll build the silos. We can build the grain now, I guess. But we'll do that later. We don't need to ship right away. All right, back to our production. Need more fish. That's about it. Need more fish. Okay. This might actually be the smart move here, is if I go and put the, our ships, our fish stuff like so. Let's move you onto the opposite side and just put our future fish in a row like this. Can I fit one of yous? One of yous can go right here, one can go here, one can go here. Oh, and it doesn't, unless I maybe ditch that? No. We'll do something with this area, but for now this is fine. Maybe put like a repair crane there. We'll upgrade these and just have excess fish for now. And we're gonna need more farmers to work this area, which means we start upgrading our outer rows. And this is probably gonna require us to upgrade the other stuff too.
I'm happy as a sand boy. Will you work your magic for us?
Pick up a
What we
photograph of
do
the
so
fighters.
love to see.
Hope you smiled. Okay,
Not bad.
gave us some
for a
soap.
big-
We need to, well, now that we have soap, let's at least start building some soap production. So, back to our production queue. I want to see what we have. We're going to need more schnapps. Going to need just schnapps. That's easy to fix. And let's start our soap and pig production. So these are all going to require pig farms. We want to start planning around the presence of our what's it called? Our farms here. So 1-to-1 ratio, pig to non-pig. And I want to do supposed to be able to place there's the farm modules there. So pig farm. Want to make sure you have a silo attached, and we're gonna do, that is our pig farm setup. And we can do a 1-to-1 between that and the sausage on the other side. And we'll just throw that right there. Also gonna need a little work warehouse here. Pick this up, and that's gonna be our sausage. All right, let's also start just making these other things, and we're gonna get our grain production. We want to plan to have these stuff doubled here. That's gonna be more pigs than we can actually use. Going to introduce the need for other stuff. So our pigs are going to start growing out of control once we get them access to grain. Grain's a really beautiful crop. It's really aesthetically pleasing to start building it. Let's get access to a little bit of grain. From the hops, we're going to start with the grain farm. It's useful for bread. Well, how much bread do we need? Well, let's look at our consumer goods. One bread, let's plan for more than one, though. 1 to half. Okay, so 2 of these, or 1 of these, for 1 of you. This is the one I think that does also fill. Let's see, I think if I do this, you fit pretty nicely here. You would if I remove the road. That is a grain farm. And look how much space that takes up. So what we're going to do is drop this road. We're going to move you over to here. Move you 1 down. And for now, we're going to have these nice, beautiful grain farms until this does not fill. This is a 1-to-1 ratio, but it's not going to work out like that for long. So let's start doing this. Okay, we're going to want more of these. Because we need grain to feed our other animals and things. And I want to do that in order to make sure we can build sails and things. Okay. We're waiting for this guy to produce his stuff. Also need to still be exploring. I keep forgetting about that.
I'd have laid the job on me, Rick. Don't you
Escort
go letting
quest.
all better
You're going to
down,
go
no?
escort this ship.
Flagship commencing escort.
Let's also plan out a shipyard. I want to put some like flak stuff here. Yeah. Cannon towers are pretty nice. Probably want like 2 cannon towers for when inevitably I get drawn into war, and we'll do 1 flak. And then our beautiful little K here can...
Coming with me then.
Yeah, that's a pretty good setup here. And we're going to want to get some depots and things. Probably a depot there. We'll throw some K, or we just leave it be. Looks fine to me. And that'll be our harbor setup for now. Sailing shipyard, put it in the corner.
Proper job.
A proper job. There we go. Are we blocking the ship? Or are you just that slow? You are just that slow. What do you want? Oh, there's brain, so you can't do the silo, whatever. Okay. Production. Need bread. We have production for it. We just gotta queue it up. Also make sure we have one of the grain farms here. How much of our agricultural products? We have a ton of excess here. Ton of excess pigs too.
You're flourishing.
Thank you for acknowledging the side. Oh, okay. Silo. Let's go speed 2 here. And now our food construction is all figured out. Okay. I am feeling the urge to upgrade my people again. We need more farm workers.
Worry not. You've nothing to fear from Hugo Mercier. I am a pacifist.
Flagship ready for orders.
There is a rampant beast.
There's Hugo. Hugo.
Think of them not as possessions, but as tools.
So diplomacy, that's a whole thing. Let's see if I can get like treaties. 0, unlikely. 0. Trade rights medium high. I like that. Sure, I'll pay him.
Of the
Let's do non-aggression pact.
Your passion gives me.
That makes a lot of sense to me. And then Harlow just hates me, so that's not going to be a thing.
New orders?
I think the ship's getting really kind of hammered here. Make sure we can cover the angles.
Rudder! Flagship commencing escort.
Alright, our city is less attractive. We can fix that later, so it's not a problem right now. There are ruins. Oh, that'll... Yeah, that'll be a thing. Shoot. Well, how do I want to adapt that? Here's what we'll do. We'll call an audible. And do it like so. Make these 2-lane roads. Or we'll just add some beauty stuff in the center path. I like that idea. All right, and how's that going to impact our production needs? I see we need more schnapps. And we need more of our work clothes. We should have a ton of wool, right? Or did you not get built? We need more grain. Really? Our grain production all right? We should have a ton of excess. What's the problem here?
We're taking every care. Oh, me little lucky charm.
That doesn't make sense to me.
It's all
No
prepared.
warehouse. That does need a warehouse access. We can do that right here. Do you need like a certain side? Let's throw a warehouse over here. Or something.
A farm? We no field.
I mean, there we go.
I wouldn't worry. Most only look at the pictures.
Guess it's because we need more. Oh, I didn't even publish the damn thing. I'm too busy checking
Their
this stuff
ghosts
out.
will take you.
Oh, I guess I did sink a ship.
On our
What do you
way.
got for me?
I can give you the dental key.
Escort
Go!
quest.
Be impulsive.
Where's the ship?
Flagship commencing escort.
Okay. Let's finish building out this, and we'll keep.
No hierarchies aboard mine.
Okay, so you can escort someone to a lighthouse. Over here, we need to make more framework knitters and more schnapps. Understood. Let's do both of them. Let's go for 2 of this, just so we have excess. Is it going to show my demand here for grain? Should have a ton of excess. Oh, shit. Fire somewhere. I'm noticing we're kind of not covered in the far reaches here.
A peaceful
And that is not the button I wanted to do.
is worth the momentary discomfort.
Okay, let's just connect our little routes here. Yeah, stats can be a pain.
We ought to share tea.
Alright, we'll fix
more
that later.
often.
And he already claimed a whole ass island here. I need to find an island for
Is out of
myself.
control.
Need a hops producing island. Okay, production. Need more framework knitters. How are we doing on wool? We should have excess. Got a ton of excess wool. It's actually absurd. And I feel like I'm starting to lose the plot here as far as orderly building. So let's go a little slower here.
Nice day for it.
I want to move this so it's like so. Move you so you're like this. Move you so you're like so. You're overtaxed. I'll get out. Build a second one. Alright, what we want to do is build like a little wall here and put another one of you. Put you on this side. Help with the workload here. Right.
On our way.
He's building. So, a couple things we want to probably build here. Let's get our second clay deposit hooked up. Because we can. And because we definitely want to have that available.
The fire left ruins behind.
Let's build a normal warehouse here. There you go. ruins over here. Good, you earn for... You want church, you don't need to have access to a school as well. Well, just like the other one, we want to have the schools in the corner. And the police station's a whole thing. Maybe right here? Alright, time to start, I guess, our second neighborhood. This is where we're going to put all of our things we slowly move out. Okay, we do want to start getting access to steel beams, which we'll need. Charcoal kilns are ugly and terrible, but we're going to have to build them anyway. Get a warehouse over here. It's definitely going to need a fire station too. Let's blueprint this. The warehouse. One right over here for now. We'll move you one to the right. So I want to do a little line right here. That's gonna need a mine.
I think my memory of that day might have faded by now.
George's little emo. So a mine produces how much of this raw material? Go to intermediate products or raw material. We have 4 iron. So to produce that, we're gonna need 2 furnaces. Right, 2 furnaces and 2 charcoal kilns. Soon to move and have less of them, so let's just build 2 charcoal kilns.
Look sharp, the governor's here.
See how they get on. Okay. And we probably only need 1 steelworks at the start. It's a big building. We'll just slot it in right here.
You've got potential, and Beryl ought to do what we can to get by.
Flagship commencing escort.
Cool. So while we're also here, I've been meaning to build a sail maker. We probably only need like 1 of these. We're not going to be building a bunch of boats for the most part. But we do still want production of seacraft, so we'll need to fit this in somewhere. Buy the sheep. Okay. Really, no warehouse in range. Thank you. Need more bricks. These guys are producing. All right, and while we sit here, let's make sure our production of consumer goods is good.
My
Everything's
regulars
positive.
report.
One final look.
Liver clipper over here.
Steersman.
What is the thing? It becomes uglier. Let's just publish it.
Uncompromising journalism.
We can make them a little bit unhappy. They start to get... Some of the guys, I think Hugo Mercer gets
You
pissed
are only a messenger.
if I publish things that aren't true.
Rule like a ruler, and you are blameless.
And until we have military, I don't want to aggravate anybody. It's that way lies danger. All right, we'll sit here with these things ready. Guess we can afford it. Okay.
We make the
And
best of
some of
what
these
we
guys
are.
do have lifestyle needs, which you can give them just to make them happy. Things like soap, you know, flour.
Nothing to feel.
Eventually, that's something we're definitely going to want to provide them with. Regional and local mail is pretty cool. I like that. That requires airships later. Okay, but we need soap. Let's plan out the soap. Soap is going to use our pigs. We do have a lot of pigs available. So right now we have, for pigs, 5 pigs available. So 3 pigs. 3 pigs. Let's sort by apartment balance here. And keep an eye on this. A bonus of a bunch of pigs. So 3 pigs equates into 3 tallow producers. Which if I move you over here, I can fit in. Don't quite like that. Not terrible. Upgrade you. And 3 tallows produces enough for 1 and a bit soap farms. So ideally we need 1 more tallow guy, which requires 1 more pig farm. But right now, we'll just plot it. Yeah, the ratio is going to get a little messy, but we'll just have excess tallow. And we need to make sure we go a little bit faster so I can get my goods built up. Wait for this. And our income should go up again once we start building this because our taxes. Where's this book? It's over here.
I've been on Tinder. Then you're as good as your
So
word.
we probably want to grab one of these hops islands. I think this will be our island. It has salt. There's everything that we don't have. And there's coal and some other stuff. We're going to want to go over there. We also want to probably get access to what will be a docklands here. Don't really unlock docklands until the next tier. I guess for now we can be a little bit inefficient with how we load stuff. But I do see we are running out of workers, so we'll have to upgrade some more people into our workforce here. So next round of worker upgrades, let's go with the sides here. Upgrade them. Let's plot out what will be another round of our dwellings here. Leaving a little bit of room here because eventually we're going to want to have like railways and stuff to give like electricity. I think it's railways is what does that. And so we want to have a 3x3 area for a lot of our things. In fact, this could be a really nice, like, you know, another one here. Or if I even like move it over a little bit, I could do that and just have rows and rows of this. This will be the seaside places. We might put a different like type of housing there, but I like something like that. Might need to get like a thoroughfare through the middle. Do you have a middle ground here, or are you just like an awkward size? You are an awkward size, so it'd be a 2x2. Right through like here and here. If we did the middle path, but I could just, you know, do it. Something like that. I don't know. It's all for debate. But we have options. Like, is that middle? No, this is middle. So the one over here would be middle. Yeah, something like this. would be a central line building. Okay. We need to come over here. We want to start getting access to iron. We're trying to build out the industry. That's our self-contained tool industry here. We have our fire station. Make the fire station closer, because this is going to explode at some point, and they always do. And we need to check our money. Okay, and we need to make sure we have funds here. We are hemorrhaging money. I want to make sure why that is. We need fish, we need sausage, we need bread. Most importantly, we need fish. Why is our schnapps not running? Our capacity? Full output stores. Okay, we're going to sell schnapps. Excuse me?
We're all full up.
Oh. Well, let's just hit this little move.
Rather drown in slurry than live here.
Well, not connected to harbor. Oh, shoot. That would do it. I just killed my industry for a little bit there. How fun. Okay, now that will all get back up and running again, and our income should fix itself. Largely. Need more schnapps, need more fish. This is an interesting one. I'm going to want to do something like this. Does this have to be out here? I can put it out, like, far out. You know? And then do our little fish. We'll probably do something with that fishery to make it look better. Not going to build the shell yard until we need it, but we do want to get access to this. Eventually I want to like get rid of this and have this be right in the middle just for aesthetics here. And we'll just temporarily say we're going to double up on our defenses on the opposite side. And here is our RK. There we go, our little docklands. Say you're not connected to the warehouse. What? Oh, no warehouse in range. Interesting. Well, I need to make a little farmer's warehouse then. Out here. And we're going to move you one out that way. Move you farther. That's as far as you can go. Asylum. Everyone except for our guy. I'll do it.
I could simply go to press.
Scooped us out of the gutter, you did.
Publish. Okay.
Make no illusions. What you are after, you
All
never
right, so we counteracted his negative stuff by taking the defectors, so that's all good. And this is all resolved. So there's our Docklands. Well, not a Docklands. That's technically not a Docklands, but our initial stuff. We're gonna need more. Let's make sure we have everything here. Need more framework or not framework knitters. No, that is what you're called. You're framework knitters. Okay. I was hoping to fit that in very solidly up there. Yeah, let's wait till we hit 20 stone and we're gonna finish off this upgrade. Schnapps is real close. We'll need to get that built. Now working on the other ones. That should be just enough to keep us up, and we're going to go for our next schnapps plantation. Another place that's liable to light on fire is the schnapps. So it could be worth having a firefighter here. Let's just make this in blueprint mode. And I want to put it like right here. Would fit so perfectly. We're just gonna leave that there. Oh. We'll adjust, but for now that's fine. Okay, schnapps is good. Our production is good. We're back onto our basics here. We need to...
A fire broke out.
Yeah, that would do it as well. I found what goes in that little spot. And so we probably will need all three of those guys. Put out the fire, please. We do have some quests. Let's do those while we're waiting.
I'd have laid the job on me regulars if you hadn't come.
Don't
along.
want to do
Job
it.
half done will come
Rather we're
back
not
to
piss
bite
off
you.
George. I want to do quests that aren't going to piss off one side.
Now's your moment.
You must be champing at the
Pick up at the lighthouse.
rudder.
Oh, he has his cannon tower here.
Anyone for croquet?
Movement speed, trade prices. Ship toolboxes are pretty nice. If you put them on military ships, it's a good way to keep out in the deployment here.
The fire left ruins behind.
Okay, and now we need to go and probably sell off some goods here. Let's get the ruins repaired.
Keep pushing. Never let...
Steersman.
All right, cool. And as with many Anno games, I just keep wanting to play and play and play more here. So let's make sure we are going to sell you if you ever go under... How much do we have we can store? It's under... When above 150, all of our resources, we will... 150. If I need more than 150 of any of my goods here, then I am doing things wrong. Especially the luxury goods. Okay, let's make sure with these we sell. Anything that's already above 150 we got to cater to right now. Wish I could set this globally. Can I? We can change the building skin. And we got a pirate cove? Yeah! We'll play with that later.
What brings you here, Master?
We'll leave things default for now. But that's cool. And we're going to do the same for our this thing. Sell one above 150. And last thing before we get off, I know I've said that a while. We're gonna get us a weapons manufacturing. I want to have one of these available. And we're just gonna sling you just like right here. And with that, we are basically have everything we need as far as steel beam production and other things so go wrong from here. So next we're gonna be focusing on getting our population of workers up higher. We need to get them a school, which we can do there. I need to get them a church, which we can do there. Queue for that. And we need to go and settle our second island for hops.
You are a mover and a shaker.
So we'll need to start with that. Then we go back to Sir Archibald Breaks. But I think we can go ahead and call this one here. If you're excited for a new round of Anno, be sure to let me know down in the comments. I haven't actually edited any of the Anno recordings we've done, so no idea when this is going to come out. Probably need to start doing that, honestly. But I want to play the games. I don't want to edit, man. Sometimes you got to be in the mood to do the editing, and I have not been in an editing mood right now. So it'll get done eventually, I promise. It'll just take me a little bit of time, but yeah, for now, I'll leave this one here, and I'll let you guys in the next one. I want to grab this quest real quick. What's it going to grab us? Just some money.
Your submission
But with that,
done well.
I'll call us here, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.